Good evening and welcome to Linnell Gymnasium in Saco. And tonight's contest between the Thorn Academy Golden Trojans and the Cheverus Stags. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Harper along with cameraman tonight, Mark Cantor. Bringing you tonight's action on CTV 30. Starting lineups being introduced. Cheverus coming in with a 5-2 mark. Wins over Bonnie Eagle, Noble, Westbrook, Portland, and Massabesic, and losses to South Portland and Lewiston. Thorn Academy, meanwhile, comes in at 4-3, wins over Noble, Portland, Edward Little, Bonnie Eagle, and losses coming to Deering, Westbrook, and Biddeford. This game very crucial for Thorn Academy tonight. A lot of heel points are in store if the Trojans can knock off Cheverus. We'll pause now for a national anthem and be back with tonight's opening tip-off. Starting lineups tonight for Thorn Academy. Craig Agresti, number 12, gets the start, along with Matt LeBlanc, number 22, J. Lowe, 32, Steve Xanthopoulos, number 50, and we'll check the fifth starter. Not sure who the fifth. For Cheverus, meanwhile, David Sanchez, number 14, starting for Coach Bob Brewer, along with number 22, Steve Fortier, number 44, Chris Lefevre, number 55, Chris Rowe, and number 53, Tony Aceto. The fifth starter for Thorn Academy is Brent Raymond. Lowe will be jumping it up with Chris Rowe of Cheverus. Cheverus, as I said, 5-2. Thorn Academy, 4-3. A must-win for Thorn Academy to get themselves some heel points and headed towards tourney time. Opening tap controlled by Cheverus. Right in for a quick two is Sanchez. Right off the tip from Rowe, and Thorn Academy asleep a little bit. Cheverus goes full court. Agresti brings it up into the forecourt. Being covered by Fortier. Pull up, short. Tapped and gathered by J. Lowe. Back out for Agresti. Agresti double team. Can't get rid of it. It's loose on the floor. Xanthopoulos picks it up. Backs his way in. Up, no good, and rebounded by Rowe. And Lefevre stepped out of bounds as he got the pass from Rowe. Looking for Agresti in the corner. Back out for LeBlanc. Nice pass inside for Xanthopoulos. Goes up with the left hand, can't get it. Goes up again, he's fouled. And now the third time, the foul and the bucket. Xanthopoulos working hard off the offensive glass. They could have called a foul on any one of those three shots, and they opted for the third and final one, which benefited the Xanthopoulos because he got the bucket and the foul. Chance for a three-point play. In and out on the free throw. We're tied at 2. Fortier brings it up into the forecourt. Thorn Academy in a man-to-man defense. Pass in for Rowe. He can't gather it. And the Trojans have the ball on a turnover. Agresti, a nice move inside. Blocked though from behind. And J-Lo can't get the loose ball. Nice move by Agresti, getting by his defender, but Fortier came from behind to slap it away. Sanchez working on Raymond. Over for Fortier on Agresti. Pull up is short. Rowe with a chance at it. But it's knocked out off Fortier. In for LeBlanc. LeBlanc back for Xanthopoulos. And they'll get it back to LeBlanc. 2-2 our score. We played a minute and a half in Saco. Rusty looking inside again. A pretty move. Can he get the roll? No. Rebounded by Lefevre. Lefevre almost a walk. Gets it off for Fortier. Sanchez thinks about it, down for Lefevre. Lefevre throws it up. It's no good. Low with a rebound, and now Agresti brings it up. Sanchez thinks about it, working on Raymond. Drives the baseline and loses it. Sloppy first 2 minutes of play by both teams. Trying to work the bugs out. Fortier doing a good job defensively on Agresti. LeBlanc with a turnaround. No good. A bounce off for Sanchez. Sanchez going long. Got Fortier there. Defense gets back. Inside pass stolen by Raymond. You turn the ball over, we'll turn the ball over. LeBlanc in the corner. Moves inside, the pull up, it's long. Lefevre kicks to Fortier. Fortier down low for Cito. Cito loses it back to Rowe. Rowe comes up to the foul line, nice fake in the corner for Cito. Back on top, and Fortier will set it up. Now for Sanchez. Inside pass, knocked away and stolen by the Trojans. And then the foul will be called against Sanchez. .458. Score remains 2 apiece. Agresti will be fouled on the nice drive baseline. Senior captain Agresti will shoot 2 from the stripe. One of 2 for Agresti, and Sanchez kicks it for Fortier. Stags looking to run. Now they'll set up their offense. Fortier for Lefevre. Back for Sanchez. Fortier, nice pass inside for Rowe. It's long and the rebound tipped up, taken away by Xanthopoulos. And the Trojans with the ball and a 1-point lead. For Raymond, back for Agresti. Back for Raymond. Raymond will take it from the corner. It's short. Rebounded by Rowe. Both teams ice cold. Fortier takes it upon himself, and he'll get the foul out front. Cheverus will have it out under their own basket. Sanchez, the pull-up, short. Rebounded by LeBlanc. Inside for Lowe. blocked, and now they call a foul. Chris Rowe will get it called. Coach Bob Brewer very disgruntled with the call. Tough call. Looked like a pretty clean block. Aceto will sit down. Taking his place will be Manning, number 30. First substitution in the contest. Down at 3:42 remaining. First quarter. And the Trojans now lead 4-2. As I said at the top, a must-win game really for Thornton Academy. Xanthopoulos almost tipped it in. Trojans 2 for 4 from the line tonight. Sanchez has a lane knocked away. In for Sanchez, goes baseline. Nice pass for Rowe, and he loses it. Trojans with a break. Off for LeBlanc. LeBlanc pulls up. Yes. First basket for the Trojans in quite some time. First basket in the game, quite some time. Cheverus with numbers, 3-on-2. Kick for Fortier, he'll take the tray. It's long, rebound Manning. Back on top, stolen by LeBlanc. LeBlanc coming on Fortier. Off of Xanthopoulos, beautiful pass. Credit Matt LeBlanc with that one. And the Trojans up 8-2. Cheverus again breaking it, 2-on-1. Xanthopoulos back, Rowe comes in, he gets the easy 2. Thornton's press was working for some time. Rusty will bring it up against Fortier. Tapped away by Sanchez. Raymond gets back, Sanchez, a nice move in the middle. He gets hammered, no call. Fouled, and this time he'll shoot 2. David Sanchez will shoot 2 from the line. First one rolls in. David DeSimon now checks in for Coach Bob Brewer, and Lefevre will sit down. Sanchez knocks them both in. 8-6. Trojans on top by 2. They'll have LeBlanc bring it up now against Manning. Down low for Xanthopoulos. Turns inside, blocked, fouled, and that was all hand. Foul will be on number 52, David DeSimon, just in, and the X-Man will shoot 2. If Xanthopoulos can get that position down low in the paint, Thornton should be looking there every single time, because 90% of the time you're going to get either 2 free throws or a bucket from Xanthopoulos. Cheverus can't allow him to set up that low in the paint. Nine 6 now. And the X-Man cans them both. Long pass, and again, Cheverus with numbers, 3-on-2. Trojans get back, though, to slow it down. Manning for a tray. It's in the hole. 10-9. Lead is cut to 1. Gresty pull up, rolls in and out. Xanthopoulos over the back. He'll draw the personal. Gresty with some nice moves early, but he can't get the J to fall in for him. Vance checks in for Brent Raymond. (10-9). Trojans leading by 1. Cheverus with a chance to take the lead. Pass inside. Good job by Vance. Gets it out of there. Off to Agresti. Trojans looking to run. Pass down for LeBlanc. LeBlanc up. Misses the layup. It's tapped away, and Cheverus retrieves. Again, another blown chance, and the Trojans don't get back, and they give up an easy 2 to Rowe. Rowe almost blew the bunny. Thorn Academy, stale, very stale. LeBlanc the pull-up, no good. Rebounds Xanthopoulos, turns inside, nice pass from Vance. Vance. Call a jump ball on that rather than up and down. And it'll be Trojans ball. Inside Xanthopoulos, no call, and Rowe comes out with it, and again, Cheverus on a break. Sanchez working on LeBlanc. Turns in, nice. Stags with a 13-10 lead. Thornton getting good shots, just not able to convert. Agresti comes in all the way, and this time it goes for him. Thornton's press, though, very ineffective, and Cheverus is just running the court. Manning, yes. Mike Manning, a good outside shooter, has 5 points now. A tray and a deuce, and it's 15-12 Cheverus. Xanthopoulos has position. Lowe doesn't see him. J-Lo off the window. And that'll do it in the first quarter. With our score, the Cheverus Stags 15, Thorn Academy 14. You're watching TA High School basketball on CTV 30. Both teams having the turnover bug in that first period. But you look up at the scoreboard, 15-14, not a bad score for 8 minutes of play in high school basketball. Not as bad as it could have been. Both teams catching on late. Mike Manning coming off Bob Brewer's bench to score 5 quick points. And Sanchez has now gone to work. Got himself 3 buckets in that first quarter. The Trojans finally getting J-Lo into the offense. So far, he hadn't touched the ball up until that last basket. And they got Xanthopoulos and J-Lo inside the paint. If they want to go there and look there, just dribble the ball to the wing, and they're posting up and having their way underneath. Coach Gagne has to instruct the guards out front to look inside more, and let's get it down. And let's get these big guys some buckets. It'll be Cheverus ball to start second quarter. Coach Gagne brings in junior Kirk Purvis, Agresti, Vance, Xanthopoulos, and J-Lo, Thornton's lineup. Fortier, Sanchez, Manning, Rowe, and DeSimon in there for Coach Brewer. Loose ball, J-Lo picks it up, and they call the travel. Cheverus ball underneath their own basket. DeSimon will take it out. Cheverus' big burly fullback. Sanchez takes the J from the corner, misses. Xanthopoulos kicks it for Purvis, off to Agresti. Inside Xanthopoulos. It's long. Rebound, nice save by J-Lo. In the corner for Agresti, back for Vance. Vance pulls up, it's long, and the rebound taken away by Chris Rowe. Gets it off from Manning. Looking to move on Purvis. Purvis slips down. And Manning draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Kirk Purvis now asking the referee to check the floor. He went sliding down hard as he tried to stop. Thornton has had numerous opportunities and has that missed the layup bug tonight that they've suffered quite a few contests lately. First 2 games they certainly didn't, but we saw it against EL last week, missing a lot of bunnies underneath. Manning 1 of 2, 16-14. Cheverus on top by 2. Gresty inside, it won't fall. They call the foul on Lowe. Blank comes in, Agresti sits down. Now Raymond in for Xanthopoulos. Manning will pull up, he takes it. It's way short. Gathered over there by Lefevre. Lefevre gets the bucket in the foul. Nice move inside by Chris Lefevre. Up with the left hand, got it to just roll over the rim and in. And Cheverus now up by 4. Second foul on Brent Raymond. Give him a 3-point play, 19-14. Long pass, good pass over for Raymond. Raymond fakes, gets it back for J. Lowe. J. Lowe inside, pretty. That's the way to work the press breaker. 19-16. Lefevre in the corner. Lob pass for Lowe. Make that row, and it's stolen by J. Lowe. Raymond now coming in. Pull up, off the window, yes. Raymond with 2. And it's a 1-point game. Rowe in the corner. In for Lefevre, and Lefevre, great position, misses the layup, goes back up, misses again. Retrieved by Aceto, beautifully. Fortier inside for Rowe, and that'll be a pair, no, but Lefevre, no! And now the foul. The Trojans can't. And now they call a technical on Brent Raymond. Cheverus with 6 offensive rebounds, padding their stats on that department, but unable to make all the bunnies. They should have put those in a long time ago. The technical goes against Raymond. Fortier comes in to shoot it. And after that, Lefevre will shoot his 2 first, then Fortier will shoot his, and then Cheverus will get the ball out. So this could be a 5-point play, possibly 6, with a 3-pointer. An option. Lefevre makes the first. 20-18 now. Cheverus on top by 2. Gets the nice roll off the front of the rim. 21-18, and now Fortier will come in to shoot the technical. Throws it long. One of 2. So they pick up 3 points, and they'll have the ball. 5:42 remaining. Second quarter. Fortier on top, over for Lefevre, who's Found himself inside off the offensive glass. Back low for Fever. Rolls in, kicks for Fortier. McGarry, number 32 with the ball. In for DeSimon. DeSimon, the turnaround J. Woo! The big guy up there knocks it home. Cheverus will use the timeout. 5:08 left, second quarter. Cheverus, 24. Thornton Academy, 18. Cheverus has the ball, leading by 6. Fortier on top, working on Agresti. Off for Lefevre. Looking inside for Rowe. Xanthopoulos matched up with Rowe. McGarry drives in, throws it up, no good. Gets his own rebound. It's loose, and he loses it out of bounds. Trojans basketball. Back out for LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes it, yes. 24-20. 4:30 left, second quarter. DeSimon looking in for Rowe. Rowe has position. And a tough call inside, looked like all ball. Rowe will shoot 2. Rowe makes 1 of 2. Rebound to Agresti. Agresti pull up, partially blocked, but they say Fortier got a piece of the arm, and that'll put Agresti at the line to shoot 2. Agresti gets them both. J. Lowe will now enter Coach Gagne's lineup. Kirk Purvis will sit down. McGarry takes a tray. It's long. Lefevre tracks down the loose ball. Back out for Fortier. Fortier trying to direct traffic. Off for Lefevre. He'll take it just inside 3. Basket's good, and they're going to call a foul on someone on the Stags in the bonus now, so the Trojans will come back this way and shoot 1 and 1. It'll be Vance at the line. Vance hits the front end. He'll get the bonus. 27-23, Cheverus on top by 4. 3:54 still to play, second quarter. Very slow-moving contest. Vance rolls them both in. Fortier. Off for Sanchez. McGarry down in for the Simon, stolen by Agresti. Agresti looks to push. He gets the push, the pass for J-Lo. J-Lo, yes. Good job by Agresti. And the Trojans are back within 1. McGarry, long. And Simon gets called for the foul, using his football moves underneath the glass. And Todd Vance will come back for a 1 and 1. Vance can't get it to fall. Back comes Cheverus, leading by 1. McGarry, short, and it's picked up by LeBlanc. Off for Agresti. J-Lo all by himself underneath. Up, it rolls out. Should have been goaltending. Someone hit the net when the ball was up in the cylinder. Pass in for Xanthopoulos, stolen by Sanchez. Cheverus 3-on-2. Kick, it's long. McGarry all by himself. Weak side rebound, and 2 for the Stags. Thornton Academy just getting victimized by themselves, and strange circumstances really happening out there. LeBlanc turns around. Long. Rebounded by Lefevre. Kicks for Fortier. Back for Lefevre. Lefevre loses it, picks it up. Off for McGarry. He's not shy. He'll throw the tray. Almost stolen by LeBlanc. Good hustle in the corner. Manning will check back in for Brewer, and Raymond will check into Coach Gandhi's lineup for Todd Vance. Manning on top for Fortier for Sanchez. Nice pass across for Fortier, but he was caught underneath. Knocked away by Xanthopoulos, picked up by Agresti. Trojans need to get a hoop here. Nice pass in for J-Lo. Agresti, pretty, can't go down. Full low, he misses another bunny. Super pass by Agresti, a no-look job. They call the walk. Blank will sit down, Purvis back in for him. Rowe will check back in, and Simon will sit down. Purvis will take the tray. It's in the hole. Tied at 29. Agresti set himself as he got the pass and launched. Fortier in the corner for Manning. Manning, a good outside shooter, down low for Chris Rowe. Foul underneath, they'll call it on purpose. Both teams in the bonus, so Chris Rowe will shoot one and the bonus. 1:17 left. Rowe gives himself the bonus shot. LeBlanc back in for Brent Raymond. 30-29, Stags up by 1. Rowe, an excellent free throw shooter. He's made his chances at the line count. Cheverus will drive, looks for the kick, it's knocked down. Cheverus for the break. Sanchez, he's good on the break. Yes, off the window. And quickly, it's a 4-point lead again for Cheverus. Cheverus had the drive to the basket if he would have went for it, but he tried to kick for Agresti. Agresti knifes in, tries to give it for Xanthopoulos. Stags ball, leading by 4, 42 seconds remain. Warrior with a carry. And the Trojans with a chance to cut it to 2. Opponent really needs to get it back to 2 before the half. Blank brings it up. Tipped again. The Trojans throw it away. Fortier kicking for Lefevre. Lefevre, great drive. 2 more. The lead 6. Down to 10 seconds. LeBlanc hits in the hole, and that'll do it in the first half. A big, big bucket. Matt LeBlanc hits it with 2 seconds left in the first half. And our score, the Stags 35, Trojans 32. We'll take a break and we'll be back with some halftime right after this. Welcome back to Linnell Gymnasium in Saco. Jay Harper along with Mark Cantor bringing you tonight's action between Thornton Academy and Cheverus. Our score at the half, the Stags 35, Trojans 32. Scoring in that first half, leading the way for the Stags was Chris Lefevre. He had 9 points. David Sanchez had 8, Chris Rowe 7, Mike Manning 6, and then a bucket by McGarry, DeSimond, and Steve Fortier, the point guard, had 1. Thornton Academy counted with 8 points from Craig Agresti, 7 from Matt LeBlanc and Jay Lowe, 6 for Xanthopoulos, 2 for Raymond, and 2 for Todd Vance. Balanced scoring by both teams. Thornton Academy missing 4 or 5 layups and turning the ball over. Cheverus was turning it over early. They've calmed down and played a much more controlled basketball game, and they've benefited from some great offensive rebounding by Lefevre and Rowe. Thornton will have the ball to start things in the second half, trailing by 3. A big game for the Trojans, coming in at 4-3, the Stags 5-2. Cheverus would offer quite a few heel points if the Trojans can pull it out. Raymond working on Sanchez, goes in, tries the dish, it goes out. Agresti almost has it, but then it's picked up and then lost out of bounds. And they'll say it went off LeBlanc. Aceto had it along the sideline. Thornton again, careless with their passing. Sanchez going cross court, stolen by Xanthopoulos. Raymond, it's long and rebound by Rowe. Back comes Fortier. He's gonna look to kick, nobody picks him up. Drives in, the spin won't go down. And Agresti comes away with a loose ball. No one picked up Fortier, he went coast to coast. start things in the third quarter pretty much the way it went in the first. Sloppy play. 40 for Aceto. Row for Lefevre. Goes baseline. Inside Sanchez, they forget about him, and he puts up the easy left-hander. Rusty goes inside. Pretty move. Rusty has to do that because of the fact that 40 is overplaying him so much. If he doesn't drive on him, Sanchez with a kick, goes out for Agresti. Trojans with a 4-on-2. Pull up, pass for LeBlanc. LeBlanc in and out. LeBlanc gets the rebound. And again, another layup falling out of the basket for the Trojans. Agresti will take it out. In for Lowe. Rusty almost loses it. Comes back, drives on 40. He's hammered from behind. And 40 will get the foul. Rusty will shoot 2. Chance to cut it to 1. Is first personal foul. Rusty makes the first, 37-35. Rusty puts them both in. Back to a 1-point game. The Trojans keep coming back, but then as soon as they come back, they fall back behind by 4 to 6 points. You got to maintain this level. Lefevre, rookie on LeBlanc, tipped away. Aceto driving baseline, off the corner of the glass, comes off for Raymond. Raymond with LeBlanc. Long pass, and Raymond can't pick it up. They let Rowe get away with a bump, and he puts it in. Back to a 3-point lead. Rusty breaking it, off for Xanthopoulos, drives in. They don't call a foul. They let that one go. Shot from the corner is long, rebounded by LeBlanc. The foul will be on Chris Rowe, number 55. Cheverus applying full court pressure. In for Agresti. They look to trap. Agresti gets by it, cross court. And another foul will go on Aceto. So Cheverus on their way to putting Thornton in the bonus. Long pass for Xanthopoulos, in for J. Lowe, and the Trojans get an easy 2. Nice dish from X-Man to Lowe, and it's 39-38. Fever trying to get inside for Rowe. 3 gives Sanchez a tray. long-range shot. Loose ball picked up by Rowe. And back come the Stags, 4-on-1. Rowe go coast to coast. LeBlanc breaking the press, and Aceto with a hold. 44-38. Again, it's 6 points. The Trojans were back within one. A bucket and a tray later, Cheverus with the 6-point advantage. Surprise three from David Sanchez. He went long bombing. Raymond drive in, pulls up. He'll shoot a pair. Blocking foul called on Lefevre, his third. Thornton could benefit by getting the Stags in foul trouble, some of these individual players on Coach Bob Brewer's team. Raymond makes the first. Give them both. 44-40. Aceto inside for Rowe. Up there is LeBlanc to take it away. Rowe whining about the no call, and there was no foul there. Good play by LeBlanc. J. Lowe drives in. And the Cheverus player down on the court. Aceto will check out. Mike Manning, number 30. Back in. I don't know what the big delay is for. Sanchez wasn't even hurt. It's back to a 2-point contest. 44-42. 3:25 to play, third quarter. Rowe, pull up, off for Sanchez, for Manning, for Trey. It's in and out of the hole. Call a foul on Agresti. Little reach foul. It's only the first team foul on Thornton Academy in the third quarter. Thornton already in the bonus, so. Long, LeBlanc picks it up. Dribbles out of there, gets it off for Agresti. Trojans with a chance to tie. Agresti drives, and it's partially blocked. Rowe's a real diplomat out there. He talks to officials every single time there's a break in action, trying to get calls to go his way. Back for Agresti, takes the tray. It's in the hole! They say two. He got both feet behind that line. I'd question that one. Agresti looked down intentionally to make sure he had the other foot down. Sanchez open in the corner. Pull up is short, rebounded by Raymond. Off for LeBlanc, and Agresti will walk it up. We're tied at 44. J. Lowe, nice move, gets it tipped away. Rolls it on the floor. Sanchez comes out of there nicely. 3-on-2 break for Cheverus. Sanchez trying to do it himself, and he loses it. I wonder what camera shot our cameraman, Mark Cantor, had on that, but I'd love to see Agresti's feet on that one. It sure looked like he pulled both of them back. Trojans with numbers, nice bounce pass, pull up, long, and Rowe comes out of there with it. Still tied at 44. Thornton just can't seem to grab the lead. Lefevre, no, it's for Fortier. Fortier brings it back on top, Manning. Kicking in the corner, Sanchez take it. It's good. Looked like it may have caught side of the glass and went in. I think he caught a corner of the backboard and it went down. Ball was knocked out by Cheverus. Thornton will have it under their own basket, trailing by 2. Gresty fakes it, comes inside. The pass in, hits off the rim, and Manning coming out. Sanchez gets it in. They kick it around for 40er. Call a foul on Brent Raymond. Hand on the back. Raymond's 4th foul. He'll have to sit down. Purvis back in. Only the 2nd team foul. Cheverus will have it under their own basket. Again, a 2-point lead for the Stags. Thornton can't seem to get it going. Sanchez in and out. Rebounded nice by Lefevre. Turns it, hits the rim. Another foul on Thornton Academy. J-Lo comes in for Xanthopoulos. He'll get a break. Sanchez, nice move inside. He gets it. He's really come alive. 48-44, again, a 4-point lead. Trojans had it tied, had a couple chances to take the lead, and next thing you know, they're down by 4. Gresty with a dribbling clinic out front, but then stolen by Rowe. Long pass, stolen back, picked up by Raymond. And Sanchez is playing a great basketball game. Gresty with a near seal, but Rowe picks it up. Manning driving for Rowe. It's loose again. Call a jump ball. Nobody had control of it. Cheverus's ball, though, on the arrow. Trojans, just one of those days. Some shots won't fall. The loose balls seem to all be going the way of the Stags. Purvis with the steal. They got numbers. Pass for Vance. Back for Lowe. He'll get the bucket and the foul. Todd Vance, a great job. Very unselfish. Kick back for J. Lowe. And Purvis, a nice steal on the inbound pass. .32 seconds remain, 3rd quarter. Ryan Summer, the sophomore, will check in, giving Craig Agresti a breather before the end of the 3rd. Lowe misses. Rebound, though, comes to LeBlanc for Purvis. Back for LeBlanc. LeBlanc, a 3. Long. Rebound. Nice job by Rowe. Kicks for Sanchez, and again, the Stags have numbers. No, not a kick. It was off the knee. And they call the kick. That pass just hit Purvis's knee. That should not have been a kick. In for Sanchez. We have 16 seconds to play. Rowe. Back out for Manning. Manning, a good outside shooter. The dish down low for Sanchez. Call the travel. 9 seconds. Thornton Academy. Chance to tie. Blank for Summer. Summer pulls up. Long, rebound, comes out of there. And that'll do it. Trojans just can't seem to get things working. We played 3 quarters in Saco. Our score, Cheverus Stags 48. Thornton Academy Golden Trojans 46. We'll be right back with the final 8. Back at Linnell Gymnasium in Saco. Jay Harper along with cameraman Mark Cantra. Stags leading by 2. 48-46. They'd led after each quarter. And to one, it was 15-14 at the half, 35-32. And now at the end of 3 quarters, 48-46. The only one that really matters is this 4th and final, who's leading at the end of this. And the Trojans have had many, many opportunities to take the lead, to get themselves established, but just can't seem to get everything clicking at the same time. A big, big game for Thornton Academy. Almost a must-win situation at this point of the year. Cheverus, a decent team, but a team Thornton has to beat. And a team that could be worth a lot of heel points. Thornton has the ball to start. Fortier working on Agresti, hands all over him. They let him get away with it. Off for Purvis. Purvis in for Xanthopoulos. He's hammered, no call again. In for Lowe, the reach, and that'll be on Rowe. Every Trojan that touched the ball that time was fouled by a Stag. One and one for the senior, 6'6", Jay Lowe. He's been Thornton's most consistent player all season. Big free throws. Makes the front end. The senior makes them both. We're tied at 48. 7:48 to play. Thornton stays in the man defense. Agresti on Fortier. Fortier drives, pulls up, throws it up, no good. Knocked off the board by Rowe. Loose ball picked up by Purvis. Looks to run. Slows it down, kicks for Agresti. Agresti drives in, kicks back for Vance. Vance from the corner. It's long, and Rowe comes out of there. Pass in for Lefevre. Lefevre, nice. And again, Thornton cannot handle Prosperity. They can't take a lead. How many chances tonight have they had the opportunity to take the lead? I can't count them, but it's been a lot. And that one there by the wayside again. Fortier's getting away with a lot of hand checks. Purvis out top, short, loose ball comes off to Jay Lowe, up and in. Gets the good roll. Tied at 50. Nice move by Sanchez. He's been the big gun for the Stags. Him and Lefevre have really done the job offensively for Cheverus. Fortier working on Agresti. He's hounded him all night long. He reaches and they're letting him get away with that reach. And then, what's that? That's impossible. A no call in that situation. Unbelievable. It had to be a foul one way or the other. I'm miffed. Lefevre will sit down. 52-50. Cheverus with the lead and the basketball. Manning for Sanchez. Pick out there by Rowe. Sanchez looking for the offense, can't get it to fall. Nice move, but couldn't get the bunny to roll home. Pass in for Xanthopoulos, comes flying in, he gets the fall. Tied at 52. 5-5-5 remaining in the contest. Manning, the pass, stolen by Purvis. Purvis with a push. Rolls off the rim. And Raymond couldn't pick it up. Again, that was a chance for the lead, folks. And I don't know if we'll ever see it happen for Thornton Academy tonight. He couldn't ask for anything better. A layup for the lead, and it wouldn't fall. And then Raymond had the chance for the follow, and he couldn't pick it up. Drive and a dish back for DeSimon. DeSimon pulls up, it's short, tipped out. DeSimon retrieves, pulls back, throws it for Manning. Manning pulls up. Long. Rebound Xanthopoulos. Again, folks, here it is. A chance for Thornton to take the lead. 52-52. 5:15 remaining. The pass almost picked up by the Stags. Off for Purvis. Purvis inside for Lowe. In, yes! And the Trojans have the lead. The first time since early in the first quarter. It finally happened, and J. Lowe, the most consistent player for the Trojans all year, got it to go. Rowe, back for Sanchez. He can shoot the three. Drives in, off for Rowe. Rowe turns. They call the foul on Purvis. Purvis picks up a lot of fouls. He's just one of those players. It's like in the NBA, if you're a rookie and you cover one of the great players, or even if you're not covering a great player, you always see the officials call the foul against the rookies. They really have to earn the respect. Rick Fox, early in the season, and still goes on now, not quite to the extent it used to for the Celtics, always getting called for foul. Purvis seems to be one of those players. Does a good job defensively, but if he's even near the ball, they're going to call him for the foul. He sits down with 3. Agresti back in. Timeout called by Cheverus. Our score, Trojans 54, Stags 52. You're watching Thornton Academy High School Basketball on CTV 30. Seems to be one of those years for the CTV cameras. Certainly had it in football with the 2 great Biddeford Thornton games, the down-on-the-wire jobs, and the first Thornton Marshwood game was, and now in basketball and hockey, we had that very physical, hard-fought win by Thornton Academy, 67-65 over EL in Auburn. And then this past week, just Saturday night, the game that a lot of Sacoites are still talking about, the 5-4 win by the Trojans over the Tigers in ice hockey. And a dramatic comeback by Thornton Academy, trailing 4-2 with 8 minutes to go. 3 unanswered goals. Rick Carey, Jim McLeod, and John Sherman. And Rick Carey's was really the one that got things going. The pretty rollout in front of the net from 15 feet out. The wrist shot high to the glove side of Belanger. Got the Trojans in motion, and they pulled that one out. And now again, looks like we're heading for another fantastic finish. Cheverus looking for the offense. Sanchez, he's been their scorer. Off for Fortier. Fortier with Agresti on him. Low, guarding Rowe. Rowe pull up, long, rebound, X-Man. Off for LeBlanc. A big trip up the court for the Trojans. I've never seen high school officials let a defensive player hand check as much as the Stags are allowed to, especially 40 or on Agresti. Thornton throws the ball away. Again, Prosperity, just not something the Trojans can handle tonight. Fortier looking in for DeSimon. Xanthopoulos on him. Now Sanchez with Raymond. Pulls in, kicks for the corner. Trey for Manning. Long. Xanthopoulos retrieves. Kicks for Agresti. Thornton has numbers. Long pass for Raymond. He'll walk in alone. He gets hammered. And Rowe will pick up the personal foul. Let's see how many that's on him. Raymond will shoot 2. And that'll be Rowe's 4th personal foul. So, a big plus for the Trojans if they can get him out of here. Rowe has been great off the board. Sanchez their scorer, but Rowe their rebounder. And he's had some good scoring. He had 7 in the first half. Raymond, yes. It's a 3-point lead. Four-point lead with 3:28 to play. Fortier has a word with the Simon as he brings it up court. Agresti covering. And now Sanchez trying to go to work on Raymond. Goes baseline. Raymond cuts it off. Kicks for Fortier. Fortier around the corner. They got a switch. Gets it in for Rowe. Rowe gets everyone up. Gets the bump. And the foul will be on Raymond, and I believe that's his 5th. Brent Raymond playing an excellent defensive game and just had 2 big free throws. Not a timeout. Coach Gagne had a few moments to make the substitution for Raymond, who checks out with 5 fouls. Brings in Todd Vance for Raymond. Rowe will shoot 2. He's been very, very consistent at the stripe tonight. Thank you. I love it when a plan works. In and out, he misses them both. Lowe with the rebound, off for Agresti. The Trojans with the ball and a 4-point lead. Under 3 minutes now. Agresti in the corner for Vance. Vance cross court, dangerous pass. LeBlanc drives in. And they call it before the shot, so LeBlanc will go to the line, but not for 2, for 1 in the bonus. So the big front end will come. Thornton still, well, Thornton's next foul will put Cheverus in the bonus. So the rest of the way, we'll go 1-1 on fouls for both teams. Lefevre and McGarry check back in for Coach Bob Brewer. Brewer, an icon for the Stags. He's been coaching for years and years and years. I was going to ask him before the game. I talked to him for a moment and forgot to ask him how many, but I think he was there when I played, so we're talking 13, 14, 15, and probably more than that. LeBlanc misses that very important front end. Cheverus with the ball, trailing by 4. They're trying to get it for Rowe. J-Lo fronting him. Drive by Fortier, kicks for Sanchez. Sanchez, no! Gets his rebound. And who do they call the foul on? Hard to believe. That was an awful call. Sanchez slapped the head of J-Lo as he was trying to get the ball. I didn't see that one. 1-1. Sanchez will shoot him. Mysterious call on that one. Free throws. If you don't know already, are very important, and these will be monumentous down the stretch for both teams. Sanchez around the back, couple dribbles, short. Rebound almost by Rowe, but Sanchez picks it up, and he finally gets his 2. That kid is around the ball, and things just seem to fall in his hands. LeBlanc off for Agresti. In the corner for Vance. No, no. I didn't see it. I'm sorry. I think he was trying to call the football move, but it looked like Vance put the ball down with the same foot he took off with. In the corner for Sanchez. Sanchez slips but keeps his dribble. Inside for Lefevre. Lefevre will have an easy 2. It's tied at 56. Agresti with a push. And I can't believe the official will not call the foul on that. Will not call the foul on Fortier. And Agresti's coming out to talk to him. Please, say something to him, Craig. This is not professional basketball. The kid cannot do that. He's done it all night, hounding Agresti. Pushing, off, hand checking, and it's all been allowed. Purvis comes back in. Todd Vance will step out. 2 shots for Agresti. Bricks the first one. Minute 49 left. Thorn Academy, if they lose this one, they could go right back to the foul line. LeBlanc missing the front end, and Agresti making one of two. So 1 point lead now for Thornton Academy. LeBlanc has the job on Sanchez. Sanchez fakes, pulls in, fakes, dishes for Rowe, and Rowe gets it. Nice play. Sanchez is the offense. Rowe has 4 fouls, but Trojans have yet to go at him. He's covering Lowe, and they should go inside to J. Lowe. Xanthopoulos, cross court for LeBlanc. Purvis. And a foul. Will it be 55? And that'll be the end for Chris Rowe. Xanthopoulos draws the foul. And that's 5 on Rowe. So if things were to head to overtime, that would benefit the Trojans. Rowe's not going anywhere. He didn't even know he had 5. Wow. That's keeping your team informed. He's had 4 for quite some time. And the Thornton Academy crowd gives Chris Rowe a nice round of applause. And the coaching minds for Cheverus trying to decide who they're going to come back with. And they decide David DeSimon will get the call, number 52, the big burly junior. And now a timeout called. 58-57, Cheverus leading by 1. Thornton at the line to shoot 2. I talked moments ago about the importance of the free throws, and no doubt these two coming up for Xanthopoulos will be major. Trojans trail by 1, 1:16 to play. They had a 4-point lead a few moments ago, their first lead since the very opening moments of this contest. They had many, many chances to take the lead tonight, and until J. Lowe finally got them the lead with 4:48 to play, they had been trailing or tied. And then after having the lead, they have now given it back up. Cheverus doing a great job underneath, and David Sanchez, opening moments of this one, didn't look like that much of an offensive player. That's why you don't make those prejudgments too early. He has been a force. Cheverus now with a decided height disadvantage. Trojans have the size with 6'4" Xanthopoulos, 6'4" LeBlanc, and 6'6" J. Lowe. Purvis and Agresti in the backcourt for Coach Mark Gagne. X-Man makes the first. He needs to hit this one too. Long. Rebound, though, comes out. Picked up by McGarry. McGarry back for the Stags. 1:05 to play. Tied at 58. 40er, of course, they're looking for Sanchez. Come off for McGarry. McGarry travels. And the Trojans with a turnover. In for Purvis. Purvis goes long for LeBlanc, almost stolen. Around the back to Simon, though, with a great play. Kicks for Lefevre. And Sanchez. We'll see if he's hurt. Score is tied, 49 seconds to play. A long pass by Purvis to LeBlanc. He thought he was back on the gridiron. LeBlanc, true to form, took it away from Sanchez, but when he came in, he went around the back, and DeSimon somehow read that and made the interception. A great defensive play by Dave DeSimon, who was a big running back for Cheverus this season. We'll see if Sanchez can continue. He walks off gingerly on that left ankle. Coach Bob Brewer hasn't went to a replacement, and Sanchez gonna tighten up the shoe. Again, this is it, folks. This is it. A pivotal game in the season of the Trojans. 49 seconds to play. We're tied at 58. Sanchez stays in. Pass in for DeSimon. Puts it in the hands of DeSimon. Simon, a little gingerly, the pass off that weak ankle, floated. Timeout called by the Stags. We're down to 38. Cheverus may look to go for the last shot. Both teams in the 1-and-1 bonus situation, so any fouls will put the other team at the line. Sanchez moving very gingerly on that ankle and almost threw it away when he tried to pivot off and make the pass to Fortier. 38 seconds to play. And who's gonna come up? Who's gonna step forward? Who wants to be the hero? Thornton Academy needs a defensive stand. And then they need to get the ball inside. Find Xanthopoulos or J. Lowe inside the paint and let them work. Because if they do get fouled, they're pretty good from the free throw line. Xanthopoulos just made 1 of 2 in a big situation. He needed both, and the second one went long. But him and Lowe are both good free throw shooters. Coach Gagne stays with Lowe, LeBlanc, Xanthopoulos, Purvis, and Agresti. Coach Bob Brewer has Lefevre 44, Fortier 42, 52 DeSimon, 32 McGarry, and checking in now is 53 Aceto. So Sanchez has to sit down with a bad ankle. So that's maybe good news for the Trojans. The wheel out in for McGarry, back for Lefevre. Lowe picks him up. Looking for McGarry. Gets it back for him. We're down to 30 seconds. Purvis right up in his face. He has to be careful not to draw the personal. Off for Lefevre. Lefevre looking for McGarry. Down to 15 seconds. Xanthopoulos with the steal. Do the Trojans want a timeout? 10 seconds. 8, in for Xanthopoulos. Up, no good, he gets his own rebound. He calls the foul. 3 seconds, Xanthopoulos needs 1. Just what we asked for, a big defensive play, and then get it inside. The Trojans did exactly that. Xanthopoulos with the steal, he got it inside the paint, missed the first one, got his own board, and then got the foul. 2 shots here. 3 seconds to play. No! It all comes down to 1 shot by the X-Man. It's in the hole! 3 seconds to play! In for McGarry! Takes it from half court! Whoa, it was close, but the Trojans, 59-58, victorious over the Stags. Whenever the cameras are out, the Trojans take it to the wire, and lately they've been responding with W's, and Xanthopoulos carried it to the end, making the second free throw, and the Trojans pull out a big, big victory, 59-58 over the Cheverus Stags. They improved to 5-3, while Cheverus falls to 5-3. That'll mean a lot of heel points for the Trojans, because you look at Cheverus and who they beat: Bonnie Eagle, Noble, Westbrook, Portland, Massabesic. A team Thornton lost to Westbrook, a team Thornton beat: Bonnie Eagle, Noble, Portland. Thornton has yet to play Massabesic. They play them this Friday night at Linnell Gymnasium. A great, great victory for the Trojans. Again, 5-3 now, their mark. They'll play Massabesic Friday night. We'll take a pause and come back to wrap this one up.